Hello, I'm Michelle, and today we're going to discuss how you can form a holding company. We're going to learn what a holding company is exactly, why you may need one, and how you can form it using our top 3 recommended services. So let's start. What is a holding company? A holding company is a business entity, usually a corporation or an LLC. It's also known as umbrella or parent company. Typically, a holding company doesn't manufacture anything, sell any products or any services, or conduct any other form of business operations. Rather, holding companies hold the controlling stock in other companies. Although a holding company owns the assets of other companies, it often maintains only oversight capacities. So while it may oversee the company's management decisions, it doesn't actively participate in running a business day-to-day operations of these subsidiaries. A holding company typically exists for the sole purpose of controlling other companies. Holding companies may also own properties such as real estate, patents, trademarks, stocks, and many other assets. This structure serves to limit the financial and the legal liability exposure of the holding company. It may also depress a corporation's overall tax liability by strategically basing certain parts of its businesses in jurisdictions that have very lower tax rates. Businesses that are completely owned by a holding company are referred to as wholly owned subsidiaries. Although a holding company can hire and fire managers of the companies it owns, those managers are ultimately responsible for their own operations. There are certain advantages and disadvantages of forming holding companies. First, we're going to go through the advantages. Holding companies enjoy the benefit of protection from losses. If a subsidiary company goes bankrupt, the holding company may experience a capital loss and a decline in net worth. However, the bankrupt company's creditors cannot legally pursue the holding company for remuneration. Consequently, as an asset protection strategy, a parent corporation might structure itself as a holding company while creating subsidiaries for each of its business lines. For example, one subsidiary may own the parent corporation's brand name and the trademarks, while another subsidiary may own its real estate. Holding companies are also relatively easy to create or change. This makes it easy to take advantage of geographical differences in taxation regimes. If a certain jurisdiction has a higher business taxes, the holding company can simply relocate to a more business-friendly environment while continuing operations in the original location. Now, coming over to some of the disadvantages that you might face. There are some disadvantages to owning subsidiaries through a holding company. For investors and creditors, it may be difficult to find an accurate picture of the overall financial health of the holding company. It is also possible for unethical directors to hide their losses by moving debt among the subsidiaries. Holding companies can also exploit their by forcing them to appoint chosen directors or forcing the subsidiaries to buy products from another at higher than the market prices. They may also force subsidiaries to sell products to one another at below market prices. In some cases, holding companies can even force the subsidiaries to lay off a large section of the workforce or plunder their acquisitions for saleable assets. Known as vulture capitalism, these strategies can have the effect of inflating the holding company's overall numbers at the expense of the subsidiary. Now let's go through a little bit of the summary of the pros and cons of the holding companies. The pro that the holding company protect the parent company from losses by the subsidiaries. Holding companies can provide cheaper operating capital to their subsidiaries. Parent companies can take advantage of the regional taxation laws by moving the holding company and the subsidiaries to a different jurisdiction. The cons are holding companies can come with reduced transparency, making it harder for investors and creditors to assess the health of the enterprise. The parent companies can abuse their subsidiaries by forcing them to trade with one another at non-market prices. Parent companies can also force their subsidiaries to appoint chosen directors or change their policies. Holding companies tend to fall into different categories depending on the business operations. Some only exist to hold a single subsidiary, while others may be engaged in other business operations. The different type of holding companies are pure holding companies. Now, a pure holding company is one that exists as a vehicle for ownership of other firms. These companies do not participate in any other type of businesses. Number 2 are mixed holding companies. A mixed holding company is one that has its own business operations, in addition to managing its subsidiaries. Another word for this is a holding operating company. Number 3 is an immediate holding company. Now, this is a company that owns other companies, but is itself owned by another entity. In short, these are holding companies that are owned by another holding company altogether. Intermediate companies, they're similar to immediate holding companies, but these are the holding companies that are also subsidiaries of a much larger corporation. Now, you can either form your holding company by doing it yourself, in which case you can choose to fill out the forms online or send them off via mail. Now, the other method is that you can choose a professional service to help you with the whole process. There are many services out there, but we personally recommend our top 3, which is Inkfile, ZenBusiness, and LegalZoom. We have done detailed review on all of these services, which you can go check out on our channel so you get a good idea of which one is more suitable and affordable for you and your business. I'll be leaving the links to the websites in the description below. You can use them, or you can visit our website at lcbuddy.com/new and get the best deals at any given time. Now let's go through the requirements that you must fulfill in order to start off your holding company. First of all, you need to register your company. To create a holding company, you register it in a state and provide your business name, articles of incorporation, and the name of your business agent who's going to be managing the operating and the holding company. So if you choose, you can be the agent for both operating and holding companies, but we recommend you use a professional service to appoint a registered agent for this particular purpose, as they're more experienced, and if they're managing that side of your business, you can completely focus on the business instead of being stuck in all of the paperwork. Your articles of incorporation outline the purpose of your company, list its officers, and specify the methods by which the business's related decisions are going to be made. You also need to have a bank account that is unique and specific to your holding company. The operating and holding companies must use separate bank accounts and keep track of their bank records separately. Here's a step-by-step recall about the steps that are required. Now let's go through a little bit about the top 3 services, what they have to offer, just so that you can have an idea of what they are and what they have. So this is the website for Inkfile. Now, what you can see is you can just directly jump and start your business, or you can just go through this website and you're going to see all the things that they have to offer here, the packages, services, a little bit of intro about what they're about. Just jump up and see what kind of services they're offering. So now you can see you can form an LLC, you can form a C Corp, you can form an S Corp, you can form a non-profit. There's a lot going on here that you can just choose. You can also get these services as an add-on to your business, or you can just get them separately. They have a lot of resources. You can go, you can read up things if you want to get to know more about your business, how to start your business, how to grow your business. There are tools and there are guides all over this website. You can go through here, you can learn more about the company itself, or you can just click on form your LLC right now and you can see how you can form it. The kind of services that they're offering is you can go through different services separately, such as the EIN number, you can get a DBA, you can get an S Corp election that you've been searching for, you can get free tax consultation, you can get a trademark, you can form an S Corp as we're discussing, you can form an S Corp, you can form a corporation, you can just go and form a simple LLC. So this is the LegalZoom website. As you can see, there's so many options up here for business, personal, or you can even hire attorneys through their website. As you scroll down, you can go in through all the things that they're offering, why you should choose them. There's legal help for every part, for their business, for LLCs, corporations, DBAs, for family stuff like estate planning, last will, power of attorney. Also for intellectual property such as trademarks, copyrights, and patents. Now you can even go through a list of customers and clientele and what they have to say about the company itself. All their offerings such as sole proprietorship, register your business as an LLC or corporation, C Corp, S Corp. You can run the business, how you can get registered agent services, annual reports. There's also stuff that you can get like such as trademark recognition, trademark search if you're going through that as well. Now here we have the website for ZenBusiness. There directly you can start off your LLC there. You can check up for the business name search as well. Go through that. Or you can compare your packages. What are they offering? There are 3 kinds of plans: a starter plan, pro plan, and a premium plan. So you can choose which one is offering better for you, which one is more suitable for your business, and you can just go with that. Then you can scroll furthermore. There are business types such as LLC, C Corp, S Corp. You can start any of those if you want, if you're thinking of looking into that. And this for small businesses, and you can have your filing options and services. You can file documents with the state. All the steps that you need and that are required of you are available here. So over here, if you click up in the plan and start part, you can find business planning guides, how much your startup going to cost, research your market, make a business plan, all about marketing, how about starting your business. Products and pricing, they're going to give up the prices and the packages they're offering for all the services being offered, like forming LLCs, S Corp, corporation, DBAs, operating agreement, everything. You can use them to brand your business, such as a business name checker, reserve a business name, register a domain, build a website. They all even offer that. Or you can go through banking and finances, where you can open a bank account, or you can manage your finances through them. You can run and grow your business, in which you can get taxes and accounting, compliant forms, and you can grow your business, get fundings. And why do you need Zen Business? There's an About Us. You can go through that. Why is it a more suitable option for you? You can learn through there. Sometimes there is confusion among business owners about the differences between an operating company and a holding company. An operating company does things. A holding company owns things. In this hypothetical example, let's say that company A manufactures and sells tires. It's an operating company. It's also a subsidiary of company B, which owns the factories and the tire stores that company A uses. Now, company B is a holding company. The arrangement is more complicated than owning one company, but this structure can protect your assets from creditors. If you run a business, creating a holding company to own the assets and the operating company to do the work might seem unnecessary. The big advantage is that it makes it more difficult for creditors to get hold of your business assets. Setting up your business as a corporation or an LLC protects your personal assets from business debts or lawsuits against the company. The corporation's assets are still vulnerable to creditors, but I really hope this video has helped you out on how to start off your holding company and how you can actually form it, the steps you need to take to ensure that your filing is done correctly, and which are the professional services that you can use to aid your way. Please continue supporting our channel by liking the video, subscribing to our channel, and clicking the notification button. Thank you for watching.